Hello and welcome to episode 100 of Dorki's Entropia Universe report. I originally thought I would make today's episode special by subjecting you to a 10-minute long EP1 craft with creepy clown music playing in the background. But then I realized that such a thing could start the zombie outbreak that would end the world as we know it. And I cannot have that, not until I get back in shape. So instead of that, I will just hunt some random mob here on next island while I talk about the EP1 crafting. Also, I am going to do my best to keep today's video short and on point. So let's get into the Entropia Universe stuff proper now. I guess it makes sense to start with reasons why I like Explosive Projectiles Blueprint 1 so much. The most obvious reason is that it is one of the cheapest blueprints to craft in Entropia Universe right now. A rather small budget of few hundred ped will provide a lot of crafting time. This also makes it easier to run the game without feeling like you aren't doing anything at times when you are near your computer and want to be logged into Entropia but do not have the time to sit there and grind mining or hunting, or some other activity that requires attention. The low cost per click also makes this blueprint into a great skilling tool for mechanical engineer profession. Yes, skilling is much slower than with the more expensive EP blueprints, but per same ped cycled, this one comes out on top, and the same is true in terms of TT losses. It is a much cheaper skilling than with more expensive blueprints. The downside is that it takes a lot longer, but I personally do not mind. I also like that I can craft these anywhere where there is a crafting machine. Most places in the universe sell the required materials in their trade terminals, and you can take your cubes with you or use portable trade terminal at that one location that I know of which does not sell cubes in the TT. And last but not least is that it is possible to make a small profit over time crafting EP1 blueprint. However, that requires a large budget to pull off, since crafted products need to be staked and sold on auction or directly to players. This is especially true outside of Calypso, like for example here on the next island. There aren't that many people buying projectiles and residue here. And on top of that, Calypso is far away, so the markup from stacked projectiles and residue needs to cover the warp costs, or at least the fuel and space thruster decay if you decide to only transport projectiles themselves. Those can be transported safely since they are classified as ammunition and thus are not lootable. I guess if you are also a miner and a hunter, you can craft the residue into useful limited items for sale or for your own use. Aside from all this, what helps a lot in covering the TT losses from EP1 crafting are the rare blueprints. Here on the next island you can get Explosive Recycle 1 and 2 blueprint as a rare drop from EP1 crafting. But please do not get overly excited just because you can get some rare blueprints that have nice markup. This alone will not make you profit from your EP1 crafting. They are very rare drops that do help a lot but cannot be relied upon as main source of markup since they are so rare. If you want to profit, you will still need to hoard your projectiles and residue for sale, or in case of the latter, for conversion into other more lucrative crafted goods. If you feel like it, you can go to Arkadia and play a slightly upgraded game of rare blueprint roulette there. But the Explore Recycle blueprints do not drop more often over there. It is just that it is a bit more interesting because of additional rare blueprints, some of which are worth nice markup. However, once again, please do not expect to profit purely off of those either. Many of those resonation amplifier blueprints are pretty much worthless, and ones that are worth something are extremely rare. These used to be the way to make nice profits from EP1s, before Mindark decided to significantly nerf the maximum clicks you can get on a rare blueprint drop. Anyway, now let's go over the Deeds&Shares payouts for the week from May 3rd to May 10th, 2021. Ancient Greece shares did not pay anything this week, but that was to be expected since they did pay out their one pack last week. They are still selling few pack under the original sale price of 10 ped, and there are still more than 645,000 shares available from that original stack. Meanwhile, Crystal Plus shares paid out 2 pack per share and cost between 19 ped and 7 pack, and 19 ped and 19 pack. Of course, there are more expensive stacks up for sale too, but I am only talking about the reasonably priced ones here. Arkadia Moon paid a whopping 1 pack over the entire 7 days and are selling at 42 to 43 ped. To conclude, AMD's CP shares and AG shares did not surprise me in any way this week. Well, I was a bit surprised that Arkadia Moon are selling at such high prices considering their pretty much constant poor performance. On the brighter note, you can make small profit over time crafting explosive projectiles 1 blueprint if you hoard your projectiles and residue and sell it all off at a decent markup. This should be enough to bridge those TT losses and add a little bit of profit on top, at least when combined with the markup from recycle blueprints that you will get every once in a while. This is true whether you are on the next island like I am right now, or whether you are on some other planet. However, you need to keep in mind the need to stack thousands of peds of projectiles and residue for transportation and sale on Calypso, unless you can find a buyer on the planet you are on at the time. In other words, do not expect to start making money crafting these on small budgets. Even on Calypso, where the market is active enough for you to sell your stuff fairly quickly, you will need a decent budget if you do not want to wait around penniless while you wait for your stuff to sell. However, if you do not mind depositing a little bit every once in a while and your main aim is to grow your avatar on the cheap, Explo 1 blueprint is a great way to do it in combination with hunting small mobs, and both can be done on any planet in Entropia Universe, and the best part, aside from low costs, is that you can craft Explo 1s all day every day even if you do not have the time to play the game actively. I am doing it right now here on the next island. I do plan to hunt a bunch of local mobs for materials and knowledge so that I can make videos on them, but since I do not have the time to grind for hours a day, I am just crafting Explo 1s for now, at least on some days. Other days I just stand around like a dick in hot water. Anyway, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed today's video or at least found it informative. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Thank you.